right, welcome to today's edition of Beauty Boss Choice. You voted, and today you wanted to learn more about boosting your Facebook group engagement. So, if your Facebook group engagement, meaning your comments, your likes, and even your sales from your Facebook group could use a little boost, this video is for you because that's exactly what we are going to be talking about today. You voted. That's our topic. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Brittany Ash. I'm your go-to virtual business strategist. I specialize in empowering beauty bosses in the direct sales industry, and I'm also the proud founder of the Pink Beauty Boss app. And I've had the privilege of helping thousands of beauty bosses just like you learn how to work less and achieve more through virtual strategies and social media marketing, because let's face it, your business should fit your life, not the other way around. It's time to live the life you're hustling for. And that is what we are all about in the Pink Beauty Boss community. So let's dive into this topic. I would love for you to jump in to introduce yourself. Tell us where you are tuning in from. Hello from Montana. If you are on Facebook watching this, if you wouldn't mind clicking the link above this video that says give StreamYard permission to see your face. That way we don't just see Facebook user. I see your lovely, gorgeous face, just like Mia here, who clicked that link, because we want to know who is saying what comments. So please give us permission at the top there to see your face here on StreamYard. So here's the deal. Let's talk about engagement in your Facebook group and why it's important, why you want it. I mean, if you're sitting here and you are like, I keep posting and posting and posting, and all I'm getting is crickets, like, what are we even doing here? Does anybody even see my posts? Right? Where you're like, I once saw somebody post something that they're like, okay, you guys, like, do you even care? Like, does anybody even see my post? Like, they said that in their Facebook group. They're like, why am I even doing this Facebook? Like, I get it. I've been there. Okay. So like, if that's you, raise your hand, be like, that is me. Like, I am over the moon frustrated with my lack of engagement on my Facebook group. So if that's you, tell us in the comments, say, hey, like, I need help here. So we want to hear from you. Hello, Facebook user from Illinois. I'm in Illinois as well. We've got, from the Niagara region of Ontario, Canada. We've got another Facebook user from Baltimore, Maryland. Awesome. Thank you so much for jumping in there, and keep the comments coming. I want to know where you're tuning in from. Okay, so let's talk about this. So first of all, why is engagement important in your Facebook group? Well, obviously, in order for your business to grow, you need eyeballs on your stuff. If you are marketing your business on social media and nobody is seeing your post, then nobody is getting eyeballs on your stuff, and nobody is, no one is buying from you. It is like, if you aren't getting engagement on your post, if people aren't, let's talk about eyeballs. Okay. Like, if people aren't seeing your post, like if you're at a, say a bridal vendor event or something, you might as well it's like having your booth up in a storage closet, right? No one can see you. No one is seeing anything. Facebook engagement is important because of the algorithm. Most social media, the algorithm works by the more engagement you get on posts, the more people see your post. Well, if you are stuck in a problem where nobody sees your post or nobody comments in the first place, then no one else is seeing your post or commenting to boost the visibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to get the visibility of the post up by getting that engagement. And it's also going to create interaction in your community, and people are going to want to come to your community a whole lot more. They're going to be more interested in your stuff. They're going to be more interested in booking with you, attending your virtual events, buying from you, recruiting with you. So all of that is really, really important that we have engaged in it. Now, here's the thing. I want us to get our priorities right here. Okay. So if you are just chasing engagement is one indicator of how your posts are doing on social media. One indicator. And the thing is, and it's a good indicator, right? It lets us know who's seeing your stuff. It lets you know who's interested in what. But if all you are chasing is engagement, if all you are chasing is comments and likes or shares on public platforms, that's all good. But I care more about building your bank account than just building your comments, right? Your comment list. So it's really important that you're not just getting more engagement, but you're getting engagement that actually builds your business. Can I get an amen? Like, give me engagement that builds my business. So what happens is, here's what I see a lot in people's Facebook groups. You are either posting two types of content. You are posting business content, things that talk about the products you sell, share any promotions you have, any specials that I'm talking about in a private Facebook group, okay? So before all of you go, I thought we're not supposed to post that on our Instagram. You're not supposed to post that in your Instagram. We're talking about Facebook groups, okay? So listen, in your Facebook group, I see a lot of posts like about the products, about any promotions we've got going on, virtual events you've got going, hostess specials, starter kits. You're posting all this stuff about your business, but you're getting crickets on those posts, right? Like no one's commenting on them. You might get like three people saw this post. You'll see something like that, right? Or you're posting what I call engagement bait posts that really don't have anything to do with your business, but they're getting a bunch of engagement. Things like, let's all count up at the bottom in the comments and see how high we can count. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like things like, here's a bunch of words in a word search, and whatever 3 words you see first are your words of the year. Things like that. They get comments, okay? Post a gift that represents blah, blah. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like engagement bait posts. So you're getting a lot of engagement on the posts that have nothing to do with your business, and you're getting crickets on the posts that actually have to do with your business. So wouldn't it be great if we could combine the two and you got a lot of engagement on your business posts, on your posts about your business that are relevant to your business, and your community wanted to actually engage on them, okay? So how many of you are like, that would be awesome? Like, I want engagement on my business posts that actually grow my business and actually put more money in my bank account instead of just building my social media for the sake of building social media. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to tell you 2 fantastic, effective strategies that are really, really going to help with this. Okay, so I'm going to do strategy number 1, all right? And we're going to talk about content. Because really, first of all, one thing that there's 2 issues going on, okay? There's 2 issues. One is not enough people are seeing your posts, and you're not posting good enough content for people to comment on. So because they're not commenting on it, then even less people are seeing your posts. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like, I kind of had to decide like, what chicken or the egg, right? Which one comes first? So let's first talk about the content you are putting out there. Let's get better content in your Facebook group that you're going to initially get some comments on, that's going to then boost your visibility in the other realm, so more people are going to see it. Okay. So I want to talk about 2 types of posts. So one thing is, and right now we are putting together an amazing Facebook group training. I've been talking about this for a few weeks now. We are going to have a free training that's coming out here, hopefully by the end of the month. That is going to be all about 3 Facebook group game changers that are really going to help you to step up your Facebook group game. So today I'm going to give you a preview of one of the game changers. Are you ready? And that game changer is this. Game changer number 2. Treat your community like a community, not a message board. Treat your community like a community, not a message board. So a lot of us in our Facebook groups are posting message board type stuff, announcements, product set, deadlines, promotions, starter kit, do that, and it's just messages, okay? It's basically like putting up a bunch of flyers in your local coffee shop. And I'm going to tell you something. The reason you're not getting engagement on it is, number 1, nobody cares. Sorry. 2, nobody knows how to engage on it. Okay. So if you're just posting something that say is like a flyer of products, nobody knows what to say on that. No one knows how to comment on it. They might like it, but nobody knows like how to engage on that kind of post. So you've got to post things that tell people how to engage. So take a lesson from your engagement post, your engagement bait. You tell them how to engage on it, don't you? You say, everybody count up in the comments. So everybody knows it's very easy for them, right? Everybody knows, just say the next number. So you've got to make it easy for them to comment. And if you're just posting a message, like just an announcement on like a message board, they really don't know how to comment on that. So what I recommend is more community-driven content that asks questions and that makes it very clear for how to engage on those posts. So let me show you some examples here so you know what I'm talking about, all right? So first we got this one, okay? We got a message board and we've got a community focus post, okay? So message board would be like posting a picture of just your products and being like, here's our new products that came out this fall, okay? That's like a message board. I know this is those are older products, but that would be like, here's our new products from our new product release. Nobody knows how to comment on that. No one knows what to say on that. But what if instead in your community, you posted the post on the right, you use, say, those text posts with the text background. I love that Facebook offers that. It makes it super easy. You don't have to create graphics. And you said something like, hey, what's your favorite product from the new product release, from our new fall catalog? What's your favorite product? So what you're going to have is the people who have seen the catalog know what was released. They're going to start saying, oh my gosh, I am so excited about those, lipstick cheek things, right? Or I can't wait for those new lip colors that came out, right? Those liquid lip colors. And they're going to be talking about that. The people who have seen it are going to be sharing their favorite products. It's more community focused. It gets the conversation going. It's more fun for them. They get to know each other. But here's the thing. You're not promoting your products. Your customers are promoting it to them because they're talking about their favorites. Now, the people who haven't seen the products yet, number one, are going to do one of two things. They're going to be curious because of what somebody else said there in the comments. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, why do you love that liquid lip color? I didn't even know that Mary Kay had those, or I didn't even know this company had that color, or whatever. So they're going to say that. They're going to interact with each other in the comments, which is going to boost your engagement. It's also going to know who you need to talk to share the products with because they're curious about it. But also, they're going to ask the question, I haven't seen the new products yet. Can you send me a catalog, right? Like, what are the new products? They're going to ask that in the comments, and then that's going to tell you, hey, send this girl a catalog. She's interested in knowing what the products are, okay? So there's one example. Let me give you another one. Was that helpful? What do you think of idea number one? Let me show you number two. So in a message board post, and by the way, these are not good or bad. These are not like bad posts, good posts. I'm just showing you the different types of posts and what kind of content you're going to get from them. So a message board post would be something like this, which would be showing a before and after with using a specific product. Okay, this one is using one of our skincare lines, and they're showing that product. It's a message board post. Is this person in your community? No. Do we know this person? No. This was an image that was shared amongst our entire community. Instead, what if you had your before and afters be people who are in your community? So instead, you could say, hey, share your before and after pictures using your skincare. And then you'd have a collection of your actual customers using their skincare. Now, those who have a before and after, they're going to post it. You're going to have other people who say, I don't have a before and after picture, but I can tell you I've seen a huge improvement on the lines on my face and my skin is so much clearer. Or someone else who's like, I haven't even gotten on the skincare. Can you give me more information, right? So do you see how a question like this, you're telling them what to share, right? And just like the other one, you're telling them what to share. You're saying, name a product. What's your favorite product? This one, you're saying, share a before and after of you using this product. Something like this, instead of posting about a special that you've got going on, like here's a Mother's Day special and prices on it and all of that, which again, they don't know how to engage in a product. What if instead you said, ask your consultant or ask me about my Mother's Day specials, this tag her below. This would be if you were doing a collaborative Facebook group where you've got a bunch of consultants within a group. But if it's just you, you could just say, hey, ask me about my Mother's Day specials. But or who wants to know about my Mother's Day specials? Say, raise your hand below. Tell them what to say in the comments. Or you could say something like, mom, comment mom below, something like that, that tells them what to say in the comments, but gives them that prompt. So then everybody who responded to that, to get in touch with them about your Mother's Day specials. And in fact, we've got a post in our group right now that's getting a ton of comments where I'm like, say SOS if you want help with your social media strategy. And by the way, I haven't even gone through a message to all of you. So if you commented on that, your message is coming. I've just been doing other stuff here, getting these trainings ready. But I'm going to be in touch with you to talk about your strategy and how I can help you with that. So something like that. You could say, hey, who wants help with their skincare? Comment SOS below. Tell them what to say in the comments. Or instead of, here's an event. I love this. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so instead of you're invited to shake up your makeup, virtual beauty experience, learn everyday eyebrow makeup tips, here's the date and where it is, like that you're just announcing it. We've been doing these amazing polls where we're like, hey, it's time for our choice. What do you want? What do you want your training on this week? Instead of it's community driven versus consultant driven. So instead of posting content that you think they should be interested in, you post the content they told you they are interested in. So post more community driven content versus consultant driven content. Okay. So look at here, they voted on this. So then she did a live virtual event on this, calling all minimalists. What's the least products I need? And so she did a training on that. And do you know how many, tons of people showed up for that? So that is a great example of getting your community on board. Ask your community what they want, what kinds of content they want. And we've been getting tons and tons of engagement by posting stuff like this versus our announcement post. Or this for sharing the business opportunity. Instead of just posting all the facts about the business opportunity, what if instead, if you had consultants in your community, so invite your team, invite them to be part of your community. If you're a director, invite your unit in your customer group so that they can participate and then invite their customers to your customer group. So what if you posted something that said, hey, what impact has Mary Kay had on your personal and professional life? And how has it helped you grow or develop as a person, or whatever company you're with, whether it's Mary Kay or whatever. But you say, what impact has your business had on your personal and professional life? How has it helped you grow and develop as a person? So now you're not telling them about your business. They're seeing other people talking about it. They are hearing real life examples. We call this social proof. Social proof. It means you're not selling your own stuff. You're having all your happy customers, your happy team members sell it for you through testimonials and through talking about the impact they've had. So tip number one is to treat your community like a community, not a message board, and start asking questions that are business related. Get the conversation going on your strategy there. So listen, if you are not part of our content, our Beauty Boss membership on our app, we actually create content for you that builds your community, that they are community driven content. And actually starting on our November content that we are releasing, we are going to be including even more. We're going to be including polls. We're going to be including how to craft your live events based on those polls. We are going to be giving you tons of content that is community focused, that builds your business from asking your community, gets engagement from your community, and builds your business at the same time. So we're going to be doing that in our Beauty Boss membership. So if you are not a member of our Beauty Boss app, I would love for you to check it out. See if it is something that is a fit for you. Our Start Here course is actually free. So our Start Here course, you can go through and you can learn all about our app, everything that we have to offer you. And you will already be on board because starting here in November, we are going to be upgrading. The whole thing's getting a makeover. It's going to be amazing. And I'm so excited about what we are launching. So we are launching a whole new approach that we've been testing now for 6 months, I think 8 months now, and that we've been getting incredible results with, and I can't wait to share it with you. So that is for the members on our Beauty Boss app. So if you're interested in that, I will put a link here in the in the description here in our Facebook group post. But you also can even just message me and say, hey, can you send me the link to check out the Beauty Boss app? Just say, hey, Beauty Boss app. Just text me, Beauty Boss app, or send me not text me, but send me a private message on Facebook. Okay, tip number 2 is getting more eyeballs on those posts. So you actually have to be your own algorithm. And that's actually game changer number 3 that I'm going to be showing you later. But game changer number 3 is be your own algorithm. So what you want to do is you really want to utilize tagging and messaging in your within your group. So if you have customers or people you know who would be interested in that specific post. So let's say you post a post about like what's your biggest struggle when it comes to finding your foundation shade? What's your biggest struggle when it comes to foundation? And let's say you posted that as a question post and you know there's somebody who has struggled with her foundation. Maybe she came to you like, I'm still trying to figure that out. You can tag her in that post and be like, hey, tag her in it so that she answers the question. So tag people you think would be interested and then send them a message that says, hey, I just tagged you in a post. We're talking about foundation this week, and I would love to know what's your biggest struggle. So check out that post that I tagged you in, and I'd love for you to share with the community what your biggest struggle is with your foundation. And we're going to be giving some more tips and tools on how to match your foundation shade or whatever. So that's tagging and messaging. We talked about ad tag message last week in Beauty Boss Choice. We talked about that in regard to your live events. So definitely check that out. You can check out last week's Beauty Boss Choice. So I highly recommend you tag and message people in your post, and that's going to boost your engagement too, because you're going to, now don't do at everyone. Okay. It's way overused. You only do that if you have like a major announcement for the whole community. For instance, we're switching things up, or we just released this. Like don't tag at everyone on every post, or else they're going to stop seeing it and they're going to stop caring. Like I belong to some communities, they tag at everyone on every single day. And I've got these notifications, and every time I see such and such tagged you, I'm like, ignore, like I'm not even looking at it. So tag people personally. And don't tag everybody. Tag some specific people and tell them you thought of them for that post. And they are going to love you for that, because it's going to be personalizing their experience there. So anyway, do we have any questions about this strategy, about increasing engagement? Let me just go through those again. Number 1, create more engaging posts by asking questions, community focused versus message board focused. Okay. So that's number 1. And number 2 is be your own algorithm. Start tagging people and start messaging people who you think would be interested in your posts to get the engagement up there. If you don't have a question, I'd love to know what's your biggest takeaway from this. What was the biggest tip that you learned? What are you going to implement in your Facebook group now to get more engagement on your post? I'd love to hear from you. What was your aha moment, and any questions that you have? All right, we got one here. From my former Facebook group experience, I tried tagging some people. Some people don't like to be tagged. They left the group. Okay, well, sometimes people don't like to be tagged, and then that group might not be for them. So you got to come at it from a place of like, hey, you told me you were interested in this. I wanted to just let you know about this post. And if they're not interested, then, let them leave your group. But I would say most people, they don't mind as long as you're not tagging them on every single post. And I would do it in the comments. Not in the actual post. And I would do it in the comments, and I would say something like, hey, I thought you'd be interested in this. I hate it when people like just blind tag me and stuff. And I'm like, why was I tagged in this post? Instead, tag them in the comments and say, hey, I thought this would interest you. And just make it a little more subtle and be genuine about it. Okay. Don't tag people who you really don't think it would interest them and you're trying to get them interested. So that's, and if you need to know, poll people. Maybe you could put a poll in your group that says something like, all right, vote on which of these topics most interest you. Foundation matching, finding your right skincare, like do a whole poll. And then depending on who voted on what, if you post something in that topic, all the people who voted on that topic, tag them in it. That way, you know who told you they were interested in it. So hopefully that helps you. We got, my takeaway is posting questions instead of just posting. Love that. Ask questions instead of just posting pictures. Get away from message boards. I love that. Chris said, engage as a community. They are the reason for the group. And you guys, like, think about that. Like, your group, it's designed to be a community. Like, that's what Facebook intended these to be, a community for people to get to know each other, to communicate with each other, to help each other and lift each other up. Your community is for the people. It's not for you. Your community is for the people in it, not for you. So start posting for your people instead of what you're trying to get back and build your business. And I promise you will build your business. I promise you will do it faster. You will do it better. It will feel less icky. It will feel more authentic. I promise, like, start focusing on your community, who they are, what they want. And if you don't know what they want, you want to know how you find out what your community wants? You ask them. Ask them what they want. Do a poll. Let them pick as many options as they want. Put a bunch of topics on there and be like, which of these interest you? What do you guys want in this group? I want to create content for you. So ask your community, what are you interested in? And find out, what posts do they want to know about? What education do they want? What live events do they want? Post community-driven content, not consultant-driven content. So community-driven is posting posts and content. And by content, I mean posts, videos, live events, anything that you are sharing into your Facebook group. That's content. So post content that your community wants. Consultant-driven content is posting contents that you think your community should want. Don't post content you think your community should want. They don't want that, and they're going to leave your group, and they're not going to be interested because it's your agenda over what they want. Does that make sense? So you will have way more success if you are posting what they want. And in order to do that, you have to ask them. So post those polls. You could also post just an open-ended question. Let me show you some. You guys want some examples what we've done in our Facebook group? You guys, like, our Facebook group is, okay, I know I'm biased, but our Facebook group is, in my opinion, like one of the best groups on Facebook. We get so much engagement in our group, and it is because we are using this strategy. So let me show you. Okay, so let me show you our Facebook group. So some of these things, like, again, so this is actually a promo post. It's a social proof promo post. And all I did is I said, if you're a member of our Beauty Boss app, share your favorite thing about it. And I love this. Like, you guys all commented on your favorite stuff. First of all, I loved hearing what you love about it. But second, it also, if people who aren't a Beauty Boss member, they're like, whoa, this is cool. I didn't realize, someone said I didn't even know about it. Yeah, I never heard of it. And they looked it up. Like, so you could post something like, what is your favorite thing? Or, raise your hand if you've ever met with me for a skincare appointment, and what was your favorite thing about it? Thinking about getting more serious about your social media. We had 26 people who said SOS. You could post something like this. Share your training requests in the comments. What do you want me to do a training on in this group this fall? So ask your community, what do you want? What do you want a training on? What kinds of things do you want to see on here? Let's go through. Let's see some other stuff. Is this helpful? Like, seeing like some ideas? Hey, instead of saying it's October, or happy birthday to these people, instead ask them. I want to know who's celebrating a birthday so we can celebrate you. Things like, let's go through here. Those are more polls. I love saying this. What wins are you celebrating from this month? You could say something like, what beauty wins are? Did you try a new skincare product this month? Did you try a new makeup product this month? What are you proud of? What's another one? What's your goal this week? We already went through that one. Do you love being in this group? Share your favorite thing about this community. And I love ideas. We want to work differently to support each other. I love that. Who achieves star consultant? If you've got unit consultants in your group, like, invite your consultants to your group. And instead of recognizing the stars, say who achieves star consultant. Or you could even post this if you're finishing up. You could say, hey, who's finishing up STAR this quarter and tell us how far you have to go. And then their customers are going to see them saying, hey, I only have $300 left to go. And so if you're a director, invite your consultants in there and allow them to bring their customers. You're posting this content, let them bring their people in so they don't have to think of their own content. Bring their customers in there. And then when you post something like share how far you have to go, and they see their consultant say I only have $300 left, some of these customers might be like, oh my gosh, like I need to reorder my skincare. I need another order. I'll help you reach that. So do some of this stuff for them, help them out. So these are just some ideas here. You guys scroll through our community. If you want to know where we've been testing this stuff, it's been in our own Beauty Boss community is where we've been testing a lot of this stuff. So go look in there for ideas for your posts. A lot of them you can totally use that would apply, or you just know you just got to modify it a little bit to fit what you're selling in your group. Where the thing is, we all work with people, right? So we all work with people, and it's all about finding out what they want and getting them engaged and getting them excited. So anyway, hopefully this was helpful to you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Go just try it today. Like, go do one question in your group and see if it makes a difference, or go do that poll where you ask them, what are they interested in, and see what they come up with, and let your community drive your content instead of the other way around. All right. I'll see you next week for our next edition of Beauty Boss Choice. See you then.